So after a day of literally back-to-back coaching calls, it means that my mind is just swirling. It's swirling with really the success stories that I've had shared with me. And there's so many clients today where I've been like, why in between our sessions have you not told me that you've got all these wins? I mean, they've been amazing. I have been absolutely bowled over by the progress they've made, especially my ambition members. Like, wow. I actually can't believe how fast they are changing and making progress and getting transformation. And every single call I'm having, because they get 2 30-minute private slots with me throughout the 10 weeks. So at the minute, I'm doing the first batch of 30-minute calls. And every time I get on a call, I'm getting that this has already transformed their lives, their way of thinking, their confidence has just gone through the roof. It's amazing. Anyway, I always get a recurrent theme. There tends to be, weeks, days where I seem to have the same conversations over and over again. I don't mean from a boring, repetitive way. I mean it from the sense of, it's amazing how we operate individually, yet we all seem to be in the same vibration as one another. And I don't think that's a surprise, especially given globally where we are all at, the level playing field we're all on, the way that we are all in this together as well. So never before has our collective consciousness been so in tune. So I think that's why, again, we're feeling the same things and we're experiencing the same almost environment on the outside. So therefore, the things that are happening to us, it's no surprise, are similar. And here's the thing that comes up time and time again, and especially in my ambition group, where some of the members in there are starting a business now. I don't want to say from scratch because this is what I'm going to talk to you about. They're saying they're starting from scratch. They're just starting now. They're starting something new that they've obviously had in their mind for a long time. They're trying to get it off the ground. And I'm not going to say it's not present with some of my mastermind partners or private clients, because what they're saying to me is, but I'm starting from scratch. If it's maybe pushing forward in a new direction, or they want to launch a new product and they keep saying, I'm starting from scratch. Here is the thing. So take note. I typically coach women that are, say, 35 plus. And so it's not to say I don't coach women that are younger than that, but typically speaking. And even if they're, say, 30 plus, they've still got experience. So most of the women that I coach have got experience. They have had a career. They've already run a business. They've maybe set a business up previously, taken a career break. They're now setting up a new one. Or they are falling back in love with a business they already had. They're resurrecting one. They're coming at it again from a different place. So none of them are starting from scratch. Yeah, I hear it time and time again. I can't charge that because I'm starting from scratch. I can't possibly launch that. What will people think? I'm starting from scratch. I don't have any experience. But that's the thing. You aren't starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. Okay? So it doesn't matter what the new business is, the new product line is, the new way of thinking is. You haven't just landed on this planet with no life experience, no career experience, no business experience. You are not starting from scratch. And the reason this is such an important conversation, and the reason I really want you to embed this thinking that you are not starting from scratch, you are starting from experience, is because this is one of the points at which we can start giving our power across to other people. We can start giving our power across to potential clients. So potential clients we have conversations with. We even give the power across to clients we have never even met before. Like clients we don't even know that are there yet. Yet we still give these imaginary clients, it's like having imaginary friends, these imaginary clients the power to say, I won't pay you that. Because what happens is, from starting from scratch, we think we can't charge our worth. So you start off thinking, okay, I'm launching this product. I can't possibly charge X, Y, and Z because I'm starting from scratch. How about if you flip the thinking, and rather than thinking I'm starting from scratch, you thought, I'm starting from a whole heap of experience. Therefore, I'm going to charge this. Therefore, that client that I haven't yet met is going to see what I'm doing. And although there's not going to be stacks and stacks of case studies behind me because it's maybe a new venture, a new avenue, a new bolt on, they're going to look at it and think, wow, look at her experience. Because we all have to start somewhere, but typically we bring experience with us. Because the other conversation I'm having is about handing power over to other people about rates. And that's something I'll talk to you about again. But this is the starting point of getting that money mindset, working at a higher level, and also increasing your worth. You are not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. It's a bit like when I started my coaching business. I had sold my previous business, House Envy. I had a shop, I had a warehouse, and I knew I'd been consulting in business via the commercial styling that I'd been doing. One day I just had this download that, oh my goodness, I'm coaching. Before I got onto the set to style, I was coaching, I was strategizing, I was consulting, and I just realized, number one, I bloody loved it. Number two, I wasn't charging for it. So I turned it around. I woke up, I changed direction in my business. I set up a new arm of it. I sold the previous one. I set up Seriously Stylish Business, and I charged my worth. So you know what happened? I lost some clients. The clients that I had been commercially styling for and given them all this free consultation, sometimes they were 3-4 hour meetings. I wasn't charging for them. I stopped straight away. And I lost some of them because they weren't willing to pay me my worth. And you know what? Have I ever looked back and thought that was the wrong decision? No, because now I know exactly who I work with. I work with people that get that investing in themselves gets them results. So there's enough skin in the game for them. I give them a great service. I give them great coaching. I give them experience, and they get the results that they want. It's one thing that I actually typically didn't struggle with until this point I found myself in. It was in a crossover. Okay, so it's also normal to have these feelings, but be aware of them quick. Catch yourself quick. You are not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So if this is something that really resonates with you, and like I said, I'm going to get on to giving your power away when you're talking about your rates, whether you're going through a rate increase, whether you just can't keep working at this level because you need to increase your rates. I will talk to you about that in more depth. But right now, I want to really dial in on, where are you starting from? What experience do you have? Sit down and write down 50 things that make you amazing at what you do because of all the experience you have. Get out your journal, get out your notebook, do that. And I can promise you will look at this list and think, wow, that is the reason people need to work with me. That is the reason that I need to charge my worth. So this is a several step process. So stick with me on this. I'll keep doing these stories about it because I know you loved the tea towel mentality. I've never had so many comments ever. It's a real thing. We don't want tea towel mentality. This is building on this. You're starting from experience. Thoughts, comments, questions, leave them below. I would love to know, has this just given you that Friday afternoon wake-up call to think, holy shit, I'm 42 years old and I have got a stack of experience. My clients should be literally breaking down my door to work with me. I would love to know whether this has just given you that rocket up your arse to realise that you are amazing at what you do. Let me know if it's landed with you. I'm going to go and enjoy my Friday evening, and I will check back in with you with another video soon.